Yo, what's up everybody? This is your friendly neighborhood punk, bringing you a guide here on how you get the Wonder Weapon or the Death of Orion on IX Zombies or 9 Zombies, whatever you want to call it. So a couple prerequisites you're going to need for this are going to be that you're going to need to have your first 3 challenges done, which I'm going to go over in just a second. You're going to need to find all the acid trap parts, which I will show you in the video, and you're going to need to make sure you have done all of the 4 challenges to get the Pack-a-Punch open, which you obviously just saw me pack the Wonder Weapon right there. This Wonder Weapon's pretty cool and pretty easy to do, but can take a few rounds. It's easier to do solo, takes longer the more players you have, but let's get right into it. So your first step you're going to need to do is obviously spawn in the map and activate one of the challenge boards or your little challenges by just meleeing the ropes by one of the 4 different flags or little totems there, whatever you want to call them. Next, you're going to want to complete your first 3 challenges. So my first challenge was really easy, and it was just going ahead and getting some knife kills. The first 3 are very easy and can be done without really opening any doors. So there's no rush on opening doors when you do this to get your first 3 challenges done. Skip ahead here to my 3rd challenge. I go ahead and do my hammer here. Again, it doesn't take very long. I was on round 4 when I got my 3rd challenge done, and this gets you a Pack-a-Punch weapon, so it's really awesome. Once you get that Pack-a-Punch weapon, a cauldron spawns right in the middle here, which is the first part to the acid trap. All you're going to want to do is pick that up, and you'll see it on the top right of your inventory as one of the 3 slots. Next, you're going to want to make your way into the Pack-a-Punch room. You don't need to have Pack-a-Punch activated yet to do this, but there's going to be 2 parts. A little chain, which is going to hang right here. It always hangs on that little spot. And then if you run across the room to the other side, you're going to always find the basically little gear or little whatever you want to call it, wooden gear, which will be right there. As soon as you got those, you're going to be able to move on the next step, which is going to be building the acid trap. You can build this in any of the 4 locations that are going the stairs to the very top where the perk statues are. The stairs right before each perk statue, you can build it and just pick whichever one you want. For gameplay purposes, I picked Odin's temple or little room, and you just go ahead and build it as you saw right there. Very easy to do, and you'll come back to this in just a second. As soon as you're done with that, you're going to want to make your way and open up the Pack-a-Punch itself so you can get those middle doors open. Those double doors blast open on each side, and you're going to want to make sure you're on the side that you see here. So it is the side that has the Danu and the Raw perk, and you're going to be in between the where you can split up and go to either of the ones. And when you open Pack-a-Punch, this little room or wall opens. I shot it with my shield because I previously thought you needed to do that, but you don't need to. You just need to make sure you shoot it with a weapon, and you're going to see a flame wisp start to shoot up above. Next, what you're going to want to do is make your way up in between the perk statues for Danu and Ra on the little bridge in between, and you're going to want to look at the way this flame is pointing. It will point at one of the 4 perk temple statues, whatever you want to call them, the perk temples. It'll point at one, it will have a little arrow and a question mark kind of looking thing at the end pointing the opposite direction. So in this case, it was pointing towards Odin, which was kind of funny because that's where I put the perk down, so it ended up working out nice. Next, you're going to want to go to the bottom floor of whatever temple you are in or tower, which in my case was Odin, and you're going to look for a stone head. There's 4 different temples, and it can spawn in any of the 4, and it's always at the bottom layer, so just look around until you find it if you didn't find it where I did in this game. Next, all you're going to need to do is take it to where you just built the acid trap in the previous step and place it down like you see on that grid, and you're going to just activate the trap. A lot of this can be done at an early round, but the last couple steps do take a few rounds to do, so I recommend trying to knock these other ones out as early as possible. Once you do, you're going to get a little scorpion statue you're just going to pick up, and you're going to be done with this step. Next, what you're going to want to do is get your thumbs up to maximum to where it has a little glow effect off it going up. It's green and got a green glowing effect. When you do, the crowd will start to throw items at you as you just saw in the background, and one will be a little jar. It is player specific which jar it is, everyone can see it, but I believe the player that picks it up is the only one that can put it down, to my knowledge. You're just going to need to basically spend a lot of time in the spawn room. It took us about 7 rounds of just hanging in the spawn room to get ours to spawn. As soon as you're done with that, you just need to find this tree down here in the Danu room, the bottom layer, and you're gonna see a little hole where you just stab or melee, and you put the little scorpion you got from one of the previous steps right in there, and then you go ahead and hold square to put the jar underneath. You can put the scorpion part in earlier before you get the jar, but you won't be able to proceed without it. Once that is done, you just pick up the jar and head over to the nearest mystery box, where you're just going to hold on the left side. You're going to be able to poison the box, then hold square and pick up your brand new wonder weapon. You have to make sure you get that little vase full, so you're going to want to make sure you skip one entire round once you have got that vase underneath the dripping ooze. When you do that, you obviously can go get your wonder weapon and you can pack-a-punch it. When you pack-a-punch it, I believe that allows you to get a trophy, but it might be getting kills with it. I don't remember the specifics of the trophy, but it is called God of Serket. That is the trophy name, and the upgraded weapon is called Serket's Gift or something along those lines. I can't recall it exactly off the top of my head. But this is the upgraded weapon. It is pretty decent. You'll see it attack, and you can kill over 9 enemies in one go with it in the high rounds, like round 20, 21, like you'll be seeing here. You can definitely use this for high rounds. It's very, very good, but you have to be very tactical with it. If this video did help you guys out to get this trophy, to get this wonder weapon, or to just enjoy this map a little bit more and have a little more knowledge, it'd be super awesome if you guys could drop a like, as well as subscribe if you guys are new and love Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies content. We'll bring you tons of it over the next few days. And, well, we'll see you soon. Peace!